Hey everyone, this is CyberBlue88 coming at you with a Dino Rabbit deck profile. I went 4-1 at my locals at FCB Games and Comics in Oxford, Alabama yesterday. I lost out to Psychics. I won against Ninja Simorgh, Malefics, Dinosaurs, and Machina Gadgets. I made top 3. And then I lost out against Light Sworns. I dropped. After that, then it was pretty much as I went 2-1 against the Ninja Simorgh, 0-2 against the Psychics, 2-0 against the Dinosaurs, 2-0 against the Malefics, 2-0 against the Machina Gadgets, and 0-2 against the Light Sworns. Just wasn't really drawing anything. Now I'll go over more about the matches I did and what happened. Well, here's the deck right now. 2 Rescue Rabbits. It's pretty much a standard build of Dino Rabbit, which you'd usually see minus 2 or 3 cards and trying out something different. 2 Tour Guide. 2 Thunder King for the stun aspect. People had to play around the Thunder King. The Machina Gadgets could not get their searches off. I made them waste Dark Holes and Smashing Grounds to get rid of them. Sabresauruses times 3. Cobazole times 3. Tour Guide targets, Night Assailant, and Singin. Some people I see play Tourbus. I don't like Tourbus. When you draw it, it's kind of a dead draw. There's nothing you really want to get back because you've already banished your Rescue Rabbit. Night Assailant with a Tour Guide, it's still that easy rank 3. If you draw in a Night Assailant, you can just set it. Then your opponent, you flip it, destroy your opponent's face down monster. I like this over Snowman Eater. 2 Effect Veilers. I want to try 2-in-1 Effect Veiler and Maxi, but Maxi just not really helping at my locals because no one really swarms that much except the Psychic player, and the Psychic player is really a good friend of mine. I should get a deck profile from him eventually so y'all can see what it's like. Y'all probably seen Joe's deck Psychic. It's about the same, but I say my friend's running 1 or 2 different cards. Alright, continue on. I got Doom Caliber Knight. The Doom Caliber Knight saved me. People had to play around it. Made them misplay a couple times. Gores. And since I do run Light and Darks in the main deck and extra deck. BLS. BLS didn't see much play, but when he usually does, it's game. Made opponents torrential to fill when I summon him. I got it. I set the graveyard up pretty much with him. Alright, on to spells. 2 Forbidden Lances. I have a issue with Forbidden Lance. I ran this in my Gladiator Beast. I didn't really like it. Took it out. It sucked for me after that because I ran Compulse instead, but now I'm trying it in Dino Rabbit. I'm still not really how I feel about it, but it's saved me a couple times against the Machina Gadgets. 2 Pot of Duality. Some people wouldn't run Duality in Dino Rabbits because it slows down the special summons and it will let your opponent read your moves if you pick out Tour Guide or Rescue Rabbit for your next move, your next turn. But me on the other hand, again, it gets your searches out. I got my Effect Veilers, I got my needed traps, I got my Gores when I needed it. And if I needed a monster beater just to attack over something, I grabbed it and it worked out for me. Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice saved me in my matchup against Ninja Simorgh in Game 3. I'll go over that in depth when I'm finished with the deck and the extra deck. 3 MST. You gotta have 3 MST. You gotta destroy that back row to protect your Logia, Dolkas, and other Xyz monsters. 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon helped me in the Ninja Simorgh Monster Reborn. Surprisingly, I did not use that as much as I usually do. Dark Hole and Heavy Storm. Neither one. Dark Hole helped me a little bit. Heavy Storm didn't see much play. On to my traps. I got the Solemn Brigade. Can't go wrong with the Solemn Brigade. You really can't, but paying half your life points is a heavy price when you're already paying 2 and 2. 2K and 2K. Especially when I show you my side deck. 2 Dimensional Prison. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. 2 Compulse. And here's my tech of the choice. I only used it once to get rid of a Malefic Cyber End, and he didn't get it back, and it didn't see the field again. And helped me against Dinosaurs even though I didn't need it. Memory of an Adversary. It's an interesting and iffy card. I got 2 of them. I'm only using 1 right now. I'm thinking about taking it out and putting it back in Torrential or Mirror Force. Mainly probably Torrential, because Torrential could have helped me against the Light Sworn. Alright, that's my main deck. 41 cards. I'm still testing it out. I'm trying to make it my own, but again, it's a common Dino Rabbit build. You can't really go wrong with it. Alright, to the extra deck. 2 Logia, 2 Dolka. Both of them saw play, and it helped out a lot. Gymnite Pearl, he didn't see much play. Maestro, the Symphony de Jin, he saw a lot of play. This was my MVP for the weekend. It helped me out against Ninja Simorgh, helped me out against Machina Gadgets, it helped me out against Psychic, even though I did lose against Psychics. Number 39, he didn't see much play. Photon Butterfly Assassin, I cannot pronounce the name just yet, but I'm just still going to call it Photon Butterfly Assassin until I can pronounce it. But these 2 coincide one another, they do help out. Now to my rank 3s, I run number 30 Acid Golem. He helps out a lot, believe it or not. Levier, he saw some major play, he helped me win my Ninja Simorgh and my Machina Gadgets, I believe. If not, it wasn't Machina Gadget, I believe it was my Dinosaur matchup. Number 20, Tim Tempo. I love Tim Tempo. He's reminds me of a child. It's just fun to play with him. It sounded wrong, but what I mean is, you got your opponent goes for Zen mains. You detach. So when you cease from him, detach, attack into the Zen mains. He detaches his last material. Then you attack with a random monster that can destroy the Zen mains. They lose it all after that. Number 17, he usually sees more play, but not this go around. Zen mains, I only went for him once against the Psychics because I needed a stall, and it just didn't help out that much. And then Chimera Tech. Chimera Tech always sees plays when I play the Machina Gadget deck. It's funny, I'll go over that further. And here's my side deck. 2 Cyber Dragons. Spirit Reaper. Fossil Dyna. It might be coming out because it's not helping as much as I thought it would be. Max C. Grand Mole. It's fun to annoy people. Grand Mole run into their Xyz, bounce it back. They lose their material. Goes back to the extra deck. They got to start all over. Well, I still have that. I still have this mole in hand, and I can do it again. Snowman Eater. Kinetic Soldier. I wasn't thinking about siding this, but then I have a friend who plays Heroes. I know a bunch of people that likes to play 6 Sams, so it's just in there just for that random matchup. Alright. 2 Royal Decrees for chain burn and randomness, that heavy trap decks. Macrocosmos. Gotta play Macrocosmos with Dino Rabbit. Pretty standard. But I sided, I don't main it. I'm thinking about siding it though. Taking out the pot of dualities for them. Skill Drain, I take out the Solemn Judgment when I play the Skill Drains. Because I don't feel like paying half my life points and having to pay 1,000 a piece for Skill Drain. Skill Drain helped me out kind of sort of against the Light Sworns, but didn't go out that well. Then Needle Sealing. Again, not everyone in my locals swarm heavy, but against Psychics and Light Sworns, it was helpful. Alright, go over my matchups. Round 1, I played the Ninja Simorgh. Game 1, he won. I wasn't really drawing much. Game 2, went Logia Dolka. Game 3, he had me stalled out with Simorgh, Vendalgion, and Ancient Fairy Dragon. I dropped Gores on him with the 14 token. Can't remember. 14 token was with, I can't remember what it was. I've already gone through half of my deck, and then I used Pot of Avarice. Top decked it. got my monsters back. Drew into tour guide. Everyone didn't think I had targets for it, but I went Levier, got my rabbit back, went for my stroke, flipped the Simorgh face down, then rammed into it. It was kind of self-destructing at that time. No, wait, I had my stroke and acid golem on the field. I attribute both of them for gores. And then I did the rabbit play one more time with Levier, got Butterfly Assassin, switched his Ancient Fairy Dragon, ran over it with gores, and then attacked for game. Everyone did not think I had the targets for my rabbit to do it, but I had 2 more Sabersauruses left in the deck to do the move, and it won me my game against the Ninja Simorgh. It was fun. It was really close too. And the Ninja Simorgh deck is on the profile. Is that duel recorded earlier against his brother, who played the Prophecies. All right, game 2. Pretty much stalled out. Didn't really do much against Psychics. I had him on the ropes a little bit with Dolka. Then Spirit Reaper hit the field. I had game 2. I had Doom Caliber Knight on the field for a little bit. Then he summoned his Effect Veiler. He took it with Creature Swap, and it just went downhill from there. He had to play around my Doom Caliber Knight, but I had Spirit Reaper on the field for a little bit. And then he just went off. He had Magical Android, Psychic Nightmare, Grand Soil, and Shuri Beast, I believe. It was pretty much devastating. Game 3 was when the Ninja Simorgh and Prophecy deck went head-to-head. We had to see it because it was brother versus brother. So I told my opponent I had a 2-0 you. He stalled out, but I won 2-0 altogether. Then I beat Malefic. He tried to skill drain me. I went Acid Golem. It just ran over everything. I used Memory of an Adversary to remove from play his Malefic Cyber End. Then game 5, I played against Machina Gadgets. This guy always makes this mistake against me, or makes this mistake in general. He leaves a Machine and Cyber Dragon on the field. Main phase 2, I take him, make my Chimera Tech. It's pretty much game after that. He even said it, I always make that mistake against you. Well, that is my Dino Rabbit deck profile. Again, it's pretty standard. I'm still playing around with it. A couple things I'm thinking about taking out. I'm probably going to take out the 2-pot dualities and replace them. Taking out Memory of an Adversary. Again, it didn't see much play, but it was decent when it helped. And if you hear in the background, I am listening. I'm watching Pokemon. I'm sorry, people. Well, this is CyberBlue88 signing out. Peace.